Now we are going to see about the muscular fitness assessment. Muscular fitness is very important to carry out the day-to-day work. It describes the general health. Strength and endurance are of the muscle. It is closely related to other fitness aspects. Strength and endurance are two main fitness concepts of muscles. The amount of resistance power and the muscle denotes the strength, and the amount of muscular work can do over time is endurance. People may do regular physical activity will achieve the muscular fitness. It reduces the stress, improves one's appearance, and improves overall health. There are many possible ways to improve muscular fitness. Once the muscle tend to grow stronger and larger, it starts working energetically for a longer period, and the intake of the protein substance gives more strength and endurance. So the nervous system becomes more efficient. Even having strong psychological benefits too. The muscular fitness focused one's work with less stressed manner. First we'll see what is muscle. The cell is a minute living organism. A group of cells makes tissues, and the tissues groups together and makes a muscle. Human muscular system is made up of complex of work of tissues which is called muscle. Muscles are the important part of our body, which gives outer covering of the body. The muscle gets attached with the bones and it produces various movements, and it helps the heart to function rhythmically. Moreover, it needs strength and endurance to carry out the day-to-day activity. The term muscle is derived from the Latin word musculus, means little mice, because some of the muscle moving under the skin during contraction looks like mice, so it is called muscles. Muscular system is responsible for the various voluntary and involuntary movements of the human body. There are about 600 to 700 millions of muscles present in our body, which includes half of our body weight. Muscle is a discrete organ composed of blood vessels, nerves, tendon, muscular tissue, which serves nutrition through blood throughout the body. Let us see the types of muscles. There are three types of muscles in our human body, that is skeletal muscle, smooth muscle, and cardiac muscle. First we'll see about the skeletal muscle. Skeletal muscles are also known as striated or voluntary muscle. It is under the control of our will because it is attached with the bones and facilitates the movement. Skeletal muscles have the ability to stretch or contract, still return to their original position. It produces powerful and fast motions. The second one is smooth muscle or involuntary or non-striated muscle. Smooth muscles are found in the internal organs. It is not under the control of our will. It connects all the internal organs and supports and produces involuntary and automatic movements. Example, it is constricting blood vessels during vasoconstriction. This muscle type is moved by automatic neurogenic impulses and has slow rhythmic contraction. Next is cardiac muscle. That is nothing but it is a heart muscle. These muscles were found in the heart. This type of muscles is highly specialized and it is under the control of automatic nervous system. It is neither skeletal nor smooth muscle. Cardiac muscle is highly resistant to fatigue due to presence of number of mitochondria and myoglobin. Now we are going to see about the functions of muscles. The first function of the muscle is producing movement. Gross movements are produced by the skeletal muscle. Contraction of skeletal muscle produces gross voluntary movements of muscular system. Gross movements refers to large synchronized movements such as walking, running, jumping, sitting down, standing up, lifting large objects, swimming and swinging a bat racket. Gross movements rely mainly on the bulky, skinny muscles. The second one is it maintains the posture. Skeletal muscle, which protects the internal organ and gives posture through the structural stability. The axial muscle are particularly important for maintaining the upright position and enabling to twist head and body. Oblique muscles protects abdominal organs from the front and side. The third function is stabilizing joints. Muscles play a part in the stabilization of joints. The muscle limit movement in a joint or provide stability the joint for a steadier joint. For example, a lot of people will criticize about the lower back pain, and common cause of this pain is the weak preservative muscles. The fourth one is body temperature and regulation. The muscle maintains the body temperature and it regulates the temperature. Normal temperature of our body is lower than the environmental temperature. Our body must generate heat to maintain normal temperature. The heat is generated by the skeletal muscle when body temperature decreases. Skeletal muscle activity automatically increases to generate heat, which increases blood flow and heat released through skin. It's about blood circulation. Muscles are composed of blood vessels, nerves and tendons. Blood is the medium through blood vessels to muscle, which supplies oxygen and other nutrients to all parts of the body. When the muscle contracts and relaxes, it supplies blood throughout the body. Let us see the characteristics of muscle. The muscles have unique characteristics that help to differentiate it from other bodily tissues. That is, the first one is contractility. Contractility means ability to shorten the muscles while producing various movements. Sometimes it may be forceful movement with an active exert tension. The second one is excitability. The muscle has the ability to respond to the stimulus with excitement. Then the third property is extensibility. Muscle has the ability to contract after the various lengths of extensions. Then elasticity. Muscle has the ability to regain its original position after the maximal contraction and extension. Now we'll see about what is muscle strength. Muscular strength is the ability of the muscle or the group of muscle to generate maximal force with a single maximal effort. So that is called muscle strength. The size of the muscle fiber and the ability of the nerve to activate muscle fibers are related to muscle strength. The strength of the muscle is measured during contraction. Muscular strength is defined as the maximal force that can be generated a specific muscle or muscle group during a single movement. How to improve the muscle strength? Weightlifting is the best way to build muscle strength. Simple body weight exercise improves the muscle strength. Strength training improves both the size of the muscle and it improves the nerves communicate with the muscle. By doing strength training, the muscle gets stronger and become more coordinated and better able to perform movements that require strength. Now let us see about the muscle endurance. Muscle endurance is one of the components of muscular fitness along with the muscular strength and power. The ability of the muscle is to exert force against resistance over the sustained period of time. Initially, it may be the ability of the muscle to carry out the work with over time. Muscular fitness includes many factors of muscular concern relating to strength, endurance, and overall health. Muscular strength is measured in two primary ways. One is dynamic and the other one is static. The dynamic strength is a measure of maximum weight that can be lifted once, while static strength is measure of the maximum force that one can apply to an unmoving object, such as wall. Muscular endurance is measured through the multiple lifting repetitions using weights that are below one's maximum capacity. Isometric endurance is simply a measure of how long one can hold a certain amount of weight with no movement or repetition. Muscular strength and endurance improve when the muscle fibers grow stronger and new muscles form. and when the supply of oxygen and energy to the muscles become more efficient. Let us see how to improve the muscular endurance. Lower intensity strength training program which improves muscular endurance. Light to moderate intensity load with relatively high number of repetitions, that is 15 to 25 per set for 1 or 2 sets. Muscular endurance is checked by the full squat, sit-ups or bicep curl with a light to moderate weight before breaking form. Simply says how many repetitions of single exercises can be done without stop and rest. Principles of exercise selection, loading and volume, rest periods, frequency, reoccurrence to do a beginner and intermediate or advanced train for the muscle endurance. Then we'll see about the muscle metabolism and fatigue. Muscle get their power from different sources depending on the condition that the muscle is functioning in. Muscle use aerobic respiration when we call on them to produce a low to moderate level of force. Aerobic respiration requires oxygen to produce about 36 to 38 ATP molecules from a molecule of glucose. Aerobic respiration is very capable and can continue as long as a muscle receives ample amount of oxygen and glucose to keep constricting. When we use muscle to create a high level of force, they become so firmly slender that oxygen carrying blood cannot enter the muscle. This condition causes the muscle to create energy using lactic acid for fermentation, a form of anaerobic respiration. The ways of improving muscular fitness are closely related to the ways of measuring it. To improve dynamic strength, for example, one must generally lift weights repeatedly. One should also gradually increase the weight he is lifting. Over time, this strengthens and decreases the number of muscle fibers, making muscles stronger. Lifting weight is also an important part of developing muscular endurance. With endurance improvement, however, it is important to use lighter weights that can be lifted with more repetitions. Weight training gives stress to the muscles that causes to adapt and get stronger. To strengthen the muscles, weekly 20 to 30 minutes of training session will give a significant improvement to the muscles. There are 7 ways to improve muscular fitness. One is combine strength training with cardio training. The second one is reduce the period of rest between sets, high intensity lifting with fast pace, choose compound movement over isolation, do not make it as a routine, weekly once is better. Go for hybrid exercises, do workout with explosive movements, move better to improve muscular endurance, and develop endurance through progressive load and vary resistance effort for the muscular fitness and increase training density and volume. Avoid overtraining by deload weeks. These are the 7 ways to improve muscular fitness. Now let us see how the muscular fitness is assessed. Muscular fitness assessment is a health-related physical fitness component which consists of muscular strength and muscular endurance. To know about our strength and endurance, some tests are to be assessed to improve muscular fitness for healthy life. Muscular fitness test is to be classified into 2, that is muscular strength test and muscular endurance test. Here are the list of tests to check the muscular strength. First one is 1 RM test, isokinetic strength test, isometric back strength test, isometric leg strength test, abdominal strength test, upper back strength test, lower back strength test. Then the muscular endurance tests are, it is separately for upper body, core and lower body. For upper body, bench press, push-ups, pull-ups, flexed arm hang, bent arm hang, arm curl, biceps curl and dips are to be tested. And for the core, abdominal endurance test, curl-ups, abdominal curl, sit-up test, 30-second sit-up test, crunches, side ramps, plank, leg rise, ins and outs test are to be tested. For the lower body, squat, single leg squat, wall sit, 30-second endurance jump, multi-stage huddle jump, huddle agility jump, chair stand test, all these are to be tested. Here are the test procedure. To check the isotonic contraction, there is no change in the muscle. Slight change occurs in between origin and insertion. For the isometric contraction, muscle contraction without shortening. Isokinetic, the speed and tension are constant, pertains to concentric and eccentric. 1 RM test. Heaviest weight which can be lifted under upholding of good form. First one, light warm up of 5 to 10 repetition at 40 to 60% or light reasonable exertion. Then the second one is rest for 1 minute with a light stretching and then perform a 3 to 5 repetitions at 60 to 80%. Then third, add 5 to 10 pounds of, if the client successfully lifts that weight, allow a rest period of 5 to 10 minutes before adding another 5 to 10 pounds. Repeat the adjusted weight. Record the last successfully completed lift as 1 RM. RM is range of movement. Then express results relative to the client's divided weight. Divide the 1 RM by their body with the hand grip dynamometer. The second one is grip strength test measured by the hand grip dynamometer. Have client grip the dynamometer with their dominant hand and apply as much as pressure possible. Then record the maximum reading. Then repeat 3 times using the highest value. Over 56 for male and 36 for female is excellent. Good is 51 and 31. Coming to the partial curl-up test for the muscular endurance, client assumes crunch position, knees bent at 90 degree, arms at side with palms facing down, middle finger of each hand touching a piece of tape placed next to the body. Then piece of tape is placed 10 centimeters beyond the first piece. Set a metronome to the count of 50 BPM. Have the client move through the range of motion, curling up to touch the second piece of tape before turning to the first in a controlled manner. The trunk out to make 30-degree angle with the mat. Client should perform as many curls up as possible without pause up to the maximum of 25 for 1 minute. Next is push-up test. Starting position for male, stand down push-up position with toes as pivotal point. Hands shoulder width apart. Back straight, head up. For female, modified knee push-up position. Lower legs together and in contact with the mat. Ankles plantar flexed and head up. Have the client raise their body by straightening their arms before returning to the starting position to touch their chin to the mat. The stomach should not touch the mat. Count the maximal number of push-ups performed in good form. Stop when the client cannot maintain good form or on 2 consecutive repetitions or strains forcibly and cannot continue. Trunk flexor endurance test. Hold a 60-degree position for as long as possible without the benefit of back support. Trunk lateral endurance test. Side bridge on elbow holding as long as possible. Trunk extensor endurance test. Hold horizontal prone position for as long as possible. Before conducting the test, we should follow some of the exercise techniques. An aspect for dependable muscular fitness testing often ignored is exercise technique. Before to each exercise assessment, tester should be educated on proper method as well as body position and opening and stopping points of each faction. For reliable results, exact testing even should be followed. What are the safety measures to be taken while conducting the test? Communication between the trainer and the punter is a big key to avoid injury anticipation during testing. To ensure safety of the participants, it is also imperative to use spotters when testing 1RM with profound loads on free weight equipment. One normal physiological upshot of resistant exercise is amplified blood pressure. However, intrathoracic pressure can be intensified by breath holding. By instructing the clients to exhale on the concentric pace and inhale on the eccentric pace of the lift, blood pressure should remain with the safe range. Muscular fitness assessment should take place in a comfortable atmosphere where the punter is able to focus only on the upcoming lifts. If the room warmth is too hot or distractions are present, a less than maximal test may result. Regulars will not always be stimulated to give a maximal effort during muscular fitness assessment. Driving force of the participant may be enhanced by passionately cheering the punter to offer maximal stab. To conclude the muscular fitness assessment, the muscular fitness is essential for everyone to know about the muscular strength and endurance. Self-assessment can be done with simple weightlifting, simple core exercises, simple leg raise exercises. If you are in moderate level, you may go with the above side test with the help of instructor or trainer. If one is performing physical activity and exercise regularly, they should periodically check the muscular fitness, and that is muscular fitness strength and endurance, along with some nutritional supplement. With the follow-up of evolution, clients will see accessible development that may help them to sustain attention in the program. Muscular fitness assessment is favorable for personal trainer or instructor and their clients to look after their fitness level and the modification of training methods.